All right, guys. Hey, wanted to put a quick update on the GMB verifications and suspensions that's been happening last probably 2 weeks. And so here's what we've been seeing. One of the first things we're seeing is the plumbing niche, the pest control niche, towing niche, and to a certain extent, the moving niche. There's a lot more tighter controls in that when it comes to GMB verifications. I'll go into detail in that. We already know, at least if you don't know now, you know that locksmith and garage door repair are almost impossible to verify without more proof and video verification and submitting your business license and things like that. So with plumbing and pest control, towing, moving, EMDs were hit big time. Okay, I know guys who lost 10 GMBs. I know guys who lost 100 GMBs, and almost always it was EMDs, exact match Google My Business name, right? So the Google My Business page had Plumbing Chicago, Plumbing City as the name, or even clogged drain, drain clogged, whatever, right? City, or Plumbing Chicago with one more word, LLC. So it's like a partial match, but still kind of an EMD. So this is really a EMD. It's not a partial match domain name. Partial match would be something like that only has maybe only plumbing. So maybe like Gaga's Plumbing, right? That would be a partial match because you only have the niche and not the city. This has niche, city, I mean basically the service area, service, the city, and another word, that's an EMD. So is this. So plumbing Chicago, pest control Detroit, those were existing GMBs got suspended. New GMBs just got suspended instantly. Okay, that's what we're seeing. Um, Most of the time now, half the time I do not check the service area. So we hide the address because we are a store and we service area. I don't do that. I'll show that to you in a minute. We try to find an address where we can just make it look like a real store or whatever. I know it's a pain, but that's just right now it's happening, long term to be on the safe side. So, but definitely no EMDs, any of these. You have more chances of having a Google My Business page verified if you're using the old-fashioned, tried and tested, send a postcard to an address, right? I know it's not easy. You may have to reach out to friends and family, or you may have to reach out to somebody in Craigslist and pay him a couple of $50, $20, whatever, to receive a postcard. But in these niches, at least you're better off doing that than trying to do a phone verification or paying somebody to do a phone verification right now. Because even if it's verified now, it's tighter, okay? So the way it's going is exact match domains. Stay away if you can, something like this. You can still get away I'm still doing it in the tree service niche, to be honest. We just did 4 or 5 tree service city and smaller suburbs, just to send some quick, calls, and that may still be there. But long term, if you want to rank a site, you might as well put something else. And one of the things we're doing is finding a partner, like a lead gen partner ahead of time, who's willing to pay, and you can use cold email campaign or cold call, who's willing to pay you. Say the guy's name is Andy. You can put up something like Andy's Plumbing, right? Or Andy's Shop or something like that, and maybe that might stand long term and safer long term that way instead of an EMT, right? So this is what we do basically. If you're going to Google My Business, what do you want to do? Lady Gaga Plumbing, right? Let's say I would do something like this. I know it's difficult a little bit to talk to send calls from Lady Gaga Plumbing to your client who's really Mike's Plumbing Shop. So if that's the case, you might want to keep it generic, like Expert Plumbing or Precision Plumbing, or just American Plumbing. Just try to avoid the city and plumbing, especially in these niches. That's what I'm saying. So let's say Expert Plumbing. I still put one more word, so maybe LLC or Expert Plumbing Pros or something like that. Okay, and then it comes a little bit about talking to the guy who's receiving the phone calls and making him understand what it is. Go to the next page. You can put the address 123 ABC Street, Southfield, let's say, Michigan, right? I leave it as it is and I go next and I fill out, of course, they don't understand 123 ABC, I just say next. And I fill out the business category, was it plumbing? Plumber, I go next. And then I finish it out, right? The phone number, the website. Um, you want to always put a website. You can always do Google, but I mean, Google site. But let's say you are, let me move this a bit. Let's say you are not doing that. You still want to do service area. You could still do I deliver goods. You could check or not check this. If you not check this and just check this, the only difference is the next page it'll ask you for one extra thing saying using mail or a courier. Let's say you come here, you check this also, and then you go next. It doesn't ask that, but it says distance, specific area, and then you can do distance and go forward. So that's what I would recommend. If you're doing a phone verification for your GMB in a city that maybe is far away from you, I would say leave it. Ask the provider who is providing the phone verified GMB to find an address that's in the commercial space, maybe in a strip mall or something like that. That way you can leave it as you can. Don't check this. Basically, you're not delivering goods and services. Act like a shop is what I'm trying to say. So I hope this helps, guys.